Hey everyone, Caleb with the Antique Book Collective, and today I'm getting to you guys with charging handling fees on eBay. So, right off the bat, what are handling fees? So, handling fees are what you charge on top of shipping. So, there is the normal shipping fee, and then handling fee is what you add on top of that. And what exactly is this? Like, why would you charge it? So, handling is like, how much does it cost you to be handling this book, to be packaging it, for the packaging? How much does it cost you to drive down to the place? Like, it's basically what are your expenses for when you package your book. It's for all that sort of stuff. And a lot of people, they just ignore it. They just think, oh, shipping and handling, whoop-de-doo, and they ignore it. But let me just say, it actually is a good way that you can actually expand how much money you can be making on eBay. Now, I'm not saying you should price gouge, but I am saying that it can actually help your bottom line and help your profits. So, with that said, let's just say, is this a moral thing to do? Is it moral to be charging eBay handling fees? So, personally, I think it is, because I am using it as an expense. And yes, I do then drop my book prices because I sell books. I drop my prices of my books by how much my handling fee is. Usually, it really depends on the book, but it really depends on what I want to do. And I like dropping the price so my people don't have to pay the handling fee plus an expensive book. But I don't really charge much for a handling fee anyways. Normally I charge between $1 and $2 depending on what it is. But it's not really an immoral thing. It says upfront what they are paying, so they know what to expect. They know this sort of stuff. They know what you're doing. And it's a really nice way because it pays for my box, it pays for my packaging, and it pays for the little bit of time it takes to package and ship off the book. And no, I'm not really strapped for cash enough that I have to do it, but it is definitely something that I have enjoyed doing since I've started doing it. And for the really low end items that I sell, the books that are like $10 and not even worth my time to list, but I end up selling them anyways because sometimes I want to sell those books. It's a really nice way to ensure that I'm still able to make a good profit on those books. So is it a turnoff for eBay buyers? I would say no. From my experience, I have not had anyone complain about it. I actually feel a little bit bad because no one's even really noticed it. But again, that's because I only charge $1 or $2. For when it's like a set of books of like 10 books or something, I might charge $4. So it's not very much money at all that I'm charging, but it definitely is an expense. And since I'm able to ship via media mail because I live in the US, it's really not something that I would say people would notice. So it's not really going to be a turnoff for those people. But that being said, that's all for books. That's for antique books in particular, which is what I sell. That's my experience. That's what I do most of my stuff with. But it might be a turnoff for you, for your eBay business, if you don't sell antique books and if it's the norm for you to cover shipping, for you to cover all these things. So, like, for me, with books, almost everyone charges the buyer the shipping. I don't know why, but that's just sort of what they do for the entire book niche on eBay. It's pretty broad, but that's what I see a lot of the times. Whereas with like clothing and shoes and all these other things, I normally see people cover the shipping themselves or maybe not. It really depends. So you guys have to make the decision based on your particular niche. For me, I can charge it, no one notices, and personally, I enjoy doing it because it really has helped my bottom line. It gives me a couple extra dollars here and there, and that stacks up after time. I've made a few $100s since I've been able to charge handling fees, which is pretty stinking cool. So how much can you charge? So I actually have not found that there's actually a limit on how much you can charge. So in theory, you could charge $1 million. Probably won't get a sale because someone's going to see that and be like, oh, I'm not paying $1 million for shipping, but you guys know what I'm getting at. So you could charge as much as you want. Personally, I don't think it's as moral when you charge a whole lot for shipping and handling, but again, it's what you guys want to do. It's your business. For me, I don't like charging over, say, $5. There is actually one set of books that I'm charging a $20 handling fee, but that's because, so for media mail, you can only ship 70 pounds, and I have a set of books that is like 100 pounds or something like that. So I'm going to ship it in several boxes, but because I had to tweak what I put in for the eBay shipping, I actually still have like $20 that I have to pay for shipping on top of that for when I ship it out. So it sort of is a wash, and honestly, my buyer isn't going to really know what's going on unless I really explain it to them. They won't care. But yeah, that book set that is a lot more expensive for shipping than all the other things that I sell. But again, I have to have a higher handling fee because my fee for shipping is a whole lot higher than what I can actually charge. And I didn't want to do a fixed rate and all that stuff. It's really boring stuff, so I'm not going to dive in too much more, but that's sort of what I did. But honestly, guys, you can charge whatever you want for your handling fee. You can charge, as I said earlier, $1 million. Personally, I don't like doing over the 5. You guys can figure out what you want to charge. And again, don't go too high. It might turn off buyers. I don't find that for my business, but you might find it for yours. So it's something that you really want to test out. And now with all that said, I'm just going to go over how do you do it. So with that said and done, I'm going to end this little part and hop into a screen share. So see you guys in a little bit. All right, so I'm down in the shipping detail on creating a listing for eBay. So as you can see, just shipping, domestic shipping, so calculated based on the buyer. So for me, I do USPS media mail, but you guys, of course, can choose whatever other thing that you do. You can also offer other services. This isn't a shipping video, so I'm not going to really do that. So what you can see here, though, is after the handling time, which is something that's been around for a long time, there's handling cost. And for me, I just discovered handling cost a few months back. Because I just discovered it, I know it's something that's newer because I've been doing eBay business, the eBay selling business for over 5 years. I think I would have noticed it by now. So it is something that's sort of newer. So if you guys are old like me, it might be something cool to do. So handling cost. How do you do it? You literally just go and type in whatever you want. So there's $4, there's $5.50. Personally, I like to stick to just dollar amounts. I don't know why, that's just my own preference. And if you just type in 1, it's 1. And as I said earlier, I like to do a $2 handling fee for all of my books. That covers the butcher paper that I wrap them in, the butcher paper I pack them with, the box, and the paper, and the tape, and all that sort of stuff. It's not a whole lot of money. It's definitely something I could swallow for an expense, but it's something that's really cool. It can really help my profits, and it has. So basically, that's just how you charge a handling fee. When the buyer is buying it, they are going to see, actually, let me just hop on over to eBay. Just clicking on over, and I'm going to pull up, let's just say, a random book. So let's look up Bibles. Old Bibles. How about old Bibles? That way it's antique like what I do. So just pulling that up really quick. Gotta let it load. Sorry, it's a little bit slow. It's slow when you're doing videos. So as you can see, here's a Bible, and they are charging shipping. That's a whole lot for shipping. It must be from a different country. So that's actually not normal. So let me find something that's a little more normal. Here we go. $5 shipping. So this Bible probably cost $4 to ship. So this person's probably charging a handling fee of $1. So that's sort of what you can expect. And again, you could just scroll on through. You could see the average shipping price. And by charging just $1 or $2, it's not going to put you way over the top, which is something that you might see with the other 2 books. So this one's $40 and this one's $57. That's a whole lot. And personally, I would not buy these because the shipping is so high. It's like that doesn't make sense that the shipping's that high. Whereas when you just do $1 or $2 for your handling fee, no one's going to notice the difference. They're not going to be like, oh wow, you're price gouging me, you're being a jerk. It's, oh yeah, that's just shipping. Whoop-de-doo. So that's just something that I like to do when I'm doing my books is I just charge the $1 or $2. So you guys, again, can do whatever you want, but that's my thing. And if you charge a fixed rate for your shipping, so that's this thing up here, that's what you guys will end up doing yourselves. So all up to you guys how you do it. And I'm going to end this little screen share and hop back on over to the other stuff. So see you guys in a little bit. And I'm back in big again. So as I was saying, I don't like charging over the $1 or $2 because it's just doesn't make you competitive, and it just is sort of gimmicky and lame. And honestly, it's up to you guys to do your business however you want to do it. You can be gimmicky and lame if you want, or you can be on the up and up and just charge a little bit. So I hope that really helps you guys with your eBay businesses. If you guys would like to learn more about eBay businesses in general, or if you'd like to learn more about antique books particularly, which is my thing, and how to sell that on eBay, I'd love for you guys to subscribe below. And I would love for you guys, no matter what you really do, to like and comment on all that sort of stuff. But what I really want is for you guys to subscribe, get me up to that 1,000 subscriber point, and help you guys run your eBay businesses. And honestly, more important still is help me sell more antique books and help me help you sell more antique books, because my passion, why I'm doing this channel, is because I want to make it free. I want to make the information free for everyone that wants to sell antique books and wants to save history. I want to make it so anyone can do this. That's why I'm putting all this information up on YouTube. I'm not selling any subscription stuff. I'm doing all this for free because I want you guys to be able to help me save history worldwide. And by doing so, with just antique books, hopefully we can like start a movement to save history from going in the dump, because that's where all these antique books go. They either get thrown in the dump or they get thrown in the recycling. And this is history that we're talking about, guys. This is stuff that should not just be thrown away, but it is. So I'd love for you guys to follow me, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Check out some of the other videos, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.